Hi P3, this is week 2 of our exploration of the Arctic, and this week we're going to focus on the climate and the animals that you might find there. At the Arctic, the ground is covered with snow and the temperatures are extremely cold. The temperature rarely rises above freezing and it often sits way below zero, way colder than anything we're used to here. The sun is so far away from the North Pole that the polar climates never have a chance to thaw out completely or melt. Ice at the North Pole can be several miles thick. Now that's quite a nice rink, boys and girls. There's also very little rain, so some parts of the Arctic are actually considered to be a cold desert. Now, how many seasons do we have in this country? Yeah, we have 4. We have spring, summer, autumn and winter. In the Arctic, there are seasons too, but not the 4 that we have. There are only 2, summer and winter. In summer, in parts of the Arctic, the sun shines 24 hours a day. This is called the midnight sun. You might stop the video now and talk to Mum and Dad about why you think this might be called the midnight sun. Despite shining 24 hours a day, it never gets high enough in the sky to warm things up, and summers are also really cold and they don't last very long. In winter, it can be dark all the time at the North Pole. In some parts of the North Pole, the sun doesn't rise at all. You could have a look and find out what that's called when it's dark all the time and the sun doesn't rise at all. It's also really windy and bitterly cold. Winter time lasts from about September right through until May. It's very long and very dark. Despite everything, the Arctic climate is an amazing aspect of life on Earth, and we need to respect it and protect it. Here's an Arctic challenge for you boys and girls. These are just some pictures of Arctic animals that I downloaded from Twinkle. Have a look at the next slide to see how you could use them for a sorting activity. Can you try and download some pictures of Arctic animals, boys and girls, and then draw a Venn diagram like this one in your book? Then cut and stick your pictures and sort them into animals that live just on land, animals that live just in the water, and then in this middle bit here, what would you put in here? Yeah, this would be animals that can live on land and can live in the water. Okay? You could use 2 intersecting hula hoops either and sort your pictures inside those and then take a picture. Only animals whose bodies are really well adapted to the cold are successful in the Arctic. Their bodies have adapted or changed in order to survive those freezing temperatures and all the snow and the strong blowing winds. There's not much in the way of plants to eat in the Arctic, so most animals are carnivores. Now this is a picture of an Arctic fox. The Arctic fox is a carnivore, and that means he mostly eats meat. He usually eats small rodents called lemmings. The Arctic fox lives inland, away from the coast and the water, but if the food starts running out, it moves closer to the water and starts to hunt for seabirds and fish, etc. Now, in order to adapt to the freezing cold temperatures at the Arctic, the Arctic fox has a thick fur coat, which you can see here. This thick fur coat is white in the wintertime, and in the summertime it changes to a dark grey or brown colour. I wonder if you could stop the video and have a chat with Mum and Dad about why the Arctic fox's coat would be white in winter and then change colour to grey-brown in the summertime. The Arctic fox also has shorter legs, and he has a shorter neck, and he also has smaller ears than the foxes that we would have in this country, and that's so that there's less surface for him to lose heat from. He also has very, very thick fur on his tail, and he wraps his tail around himself like a scarf when he's sleeping or when it's really, really cold outside. He also has thick fur on his paws, and he has a thick layer of body fat underneath his fur. And when it gets especially cold in the Arctic, maybe during a blizzard, he can dig burrows in the snow and he can shelter in there. Now choose an Arctic animal from this slide or another of your choice. In your home learning books then, draw and label your Arctic animal like I've started to do here, and write a report about your animal telling your teacher or a friend how your animal has adapted to cope with the Arctic climate. I hope you have fun with this, boys and girls. Speak soon. Bye.